Hey everyone, this is Sister Crystal here with Classic Hip Hop Storage Box. And today I want to give a special tribute to the late great Bobby DeBarge of Switch. And he's the second oldest in the DeBarge family. Bobby DeBarge was born March 5th, 1956 in Detroit, Michigan. He is the second oldest of 10 children, with Bunny DeBarge, their sister, being the oldest. Bobby DeBarge, whose real name is Robert Louis DeBarge Jr., was the lead singer of a group called Switch, and they were known as Switch for their unique ability to play all different kinds of instruments, and they were able to switch between singing and switch between the different instruments as they played live. And so that was interesting. And just kind of on a little side note, knowing that about the group Switch, that would have been a great concert to watch. Imagine watching your singer, they're singing, and then all of a sudden they go and play an instrument. Well, from my understanding, Bobby DeBarge, he knew how to play several different instruments, including but not limited to he played the keyboards, he knew how to play the drums, and I think he knew how to play some other instruments as well as singing. And he's best known too for his high falsetto voice. Some of their biggest hits, one of their first biggest hits, called There Will Never Be, was completely written by Bobby DeBarge himself. The song I Call Your Name was also written by Bobby DeBarge. So he, in addition to being an instrumentalist and a great vocalist, he had great songwriting ability. Now, another thing too, Bobby DeBarge, their first album, what's the name of their first album? I don't know if their first album was their self-titled album, Switch. It was released in 1977 or 1978. It included production by Jermaine Jackson, and he's best known for being with the Jacksons, the Jackson 5 with Michael Jackson and all that. So that's interesting to know that Jermaine Jackson lended some production on the Switch albums. That was very interesting. And also, he also lended production on 2 of their albums, from my understanding. Now, Bobby DeBarge, unfortunately, he had become addicted to heroin during his teenage years, and he had gotten clean. I think his brother Tommy was also in the group Switch. I think he helped get him clean so that he can join the group Switch, and they would be able to just have their music career going and all of that. And later on, Bobby DeBarge became a mentor to his group, his younger brother's group, or the group that his younger brother, El DeBarge, which he was the lead singer of the DeBarge. Bobby DeBarge was pretty much like a mentor to their group. That group also included their older sister, Bunny DeBarge. So in between being with Switch and all of that, he was able to go on, mentor the younger brother's group. So Switch had 5 albums. I did not know that. So Switch had 5 albums. And as we know, unfortunately, Bobby DeBarge passed away in 1995. Actually, he died August 16th, 1995, from complications from AIDS. Bobby DeBarge has 2 children, which is Bobby DeBarge Jr. and Christian. So his 2 children. He also was married. He has a wife, Terry. He passed away at the young age of 39. So tonight, from my understanding, on TV1, they're going to premiere the Bobby DeBarge story at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't have cable, so for those who do, that'll be something to check out. It will be very interesting. Just the life of a young man who was very talented, whose life was tragically cut short early on. But we have his music, and his legacy lives on through his music and through his family and everything. So check out Bobby DeBarge, the DeBarge story. Also, an interesting tidbit too. The show Unsung. Their very first Unsung show starred the DeBarge family, and that was in 2009. So feel free to check out the Unsung series. I forgot what station that was on. That I don't want to say the wrong station, but anyway, look up Unsung, the DeBarge family. I believe they were the episode 1 of that whole Unsung series, and that came out in 2009, and it gave interesting feedback on the DeBarge family and their struggles and everything like that. You know, like a lot of families, especially coming from a huge family, a lot of fights and different things like that. But in the midst of it all, they were able to nurture a talent. And from that talent, we have a lot of great music and all of that. So this is SistahCrystal here with Classic Hip Hop Storage Box. Check out and read more about the life of Bobby DeBarge from the DeBarge family. Very interesting young man. Alrighty then. Feel free to comment on your thoughts on Bobby DeBarge and his life and music and all of that. Until next time, take care. This has been SistahCrystal with Classic Hip Hop Storage Box, and I will come back soon with another episode.